Hi guys, hey, I want to do a video that I've been getting requested a lot actually, and that is motivation tips during quarantine or self-isolation or social distancing, whatever you want to call it. Before I get into my actual tips to be more motivated, I want to let you know you don't have to be motivated. Like, this is a traumatic time right now in history, and this isn't a time where you have to learn a new language or get a bunch of stuff done. Like, you can do the bare minimum and it's totally fine. I'm not doing that much. There's some days I feel much more motivated and some days I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed at all. This is the video I'm making for people who requested it. But if you're not feeling motivated, don't feel guilty about it. You don't have to do just because some people online are, learning new workouts or, I don't know, doing something doesn't mean you have to be. It's totally fine to not be motivated right now. I just wanted to get that out of the way before I got into it. But there are some things that have been helping me. So whether it's to get out of bed, to start a project, different things that you can do to kind of feel more productive and to kind of want to be more productive or just get inspired to do more things. The first thing is to get outside. And I know we're supposed to stay inside, but I mean, get in your yard, go for a walk while social distancing. Fresh air, I think there's nothing like it. Even though I have severe allergies this time of year, just even opening your window can kind of boost a little more life into you. Even if I take a quick walk for 10 minutes around the block, I feel a little bit more motivated to do something. And that could be making something for dinner instead of like making a frozen pizza. I just feel like fresh air is a great starting point, something that's really easy to do. I feel like that can really help. Another thing that I definitely feel like I did earlier on during this time is organizing. I'm a very organized person. I love being organized. I love knowing where everything is. I love getting rid of, cleaning things out, and it is spring cleaning time right now. Just it takes up like a day, depending on what you're organizing. I went through my closet again. I went through my dresser. I went under my bed storage, stuff that's like you kind of need but you probably don't, like all the old wires and things. I do still have to go through my makeup. I already went through my hair supplies. I do have a couple boxes now to donate that I obviously can't donate until these places are open and up and running and things. Just that can make you feel a little bit more happy with your surroundings because you are at home for so long. You want to enjoy where you are. You don't want to feel like you're stuck in this horrible place. Like, you should enjoy where you are. Organizing can be something that's kind of easy to do. You don't really need a lot of excess stuff to do it. You don't have to go out and buy this and that. That could also be something that you might normally do this time of year. I know this time of year, even when we don't have all this time at home, I do like to do a deep clean. Once I can open the windows and everything, I don't need air blowing through my room and blowing more dust and cat dander around. So I do try to clean things up. So doing the things you would normally do this time of year, I feel like can also help you stay motivated and just kind of feel like a little bit of a routine. I know something my parents are doing is planting the garden. We have 2 gardens and we do a lot of outdoor planting and things like that. So that is something that my parents always do this time of year. So them kind of doing that probably makes them feel a little more like things are a little bit normal, even though they're not, and there's no, shame in acknowledging it. But doing some kind of things that you're used to doing this time of year can definitely help you stay motivated to keep moving forward and not just kind of sulking, which, like I said, is totally fine. But if you are looking to be more motivated, doing things that you normally would do is great. Some other small things I'm sure you would already have heard of is putting makeup on, doing your hair, getting dressed. And you don't have to do all these things. You don't have to do them every day. Since this started, I've worn makeup roughly 3 times, I think, and that's only to film videos. Even before this happened, you guys know, if you watch my videos regularly, I don't always wear makeup on camera. But during this time, I feel like I'm not wearing makeup any other day for any other reason, so I might as well. It's something, like, even now I have like the most minimal makeup on, but like just doing that kind of makes me feel like, oh, I should do more videos, I should do more, because I do have makeup on. And I blow dried my hair and styled it twice this entire time. And like, yeah, right now I'm wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt, but like still, just doing those little things can make you feel a little bit more perked up. I personally have not downloaded TikTok for my own reasons, but if that's something that you're interested in, I think that could be something fun. I know it's helping a lot of people through this, watching TikToks, coming up with dance routines, and doing all those things. I feel like as much as it's not for me, if it's for you, then totally do that, because not only is that a form of exercise, but it is fun and you can feel accomplished by like finishing a video you wanted to do. And I know it seems kind of shallow to do certain things right now. Like the other day I did a video on laser hair removal and part of me felt a little bit like, this is so irrelevant, like this doesn't matter. Just focusing on something small like that can help you. I know I've seen a lot of people I watch on YouTube asking on Instagram, you know, should I keep posting my videos? Should I keep doing fashion or makeup videos? And most people say yes, they want that distraction. So, you know, do those things that you might think like, oh, I should be thinking about my family and everything. Like, yes, but you can do things for you. You can do those little things that might seem shallow or insignificant, because they will make you feel better, and your mental health is one of the most important things right now. So like for me, just doing my hair the other day, I did cut my hair. Now everyone says just wait and go see your hairdresser. Totally do that. For me, I could care less. I've been cutting my own hair for a couple of years now. And doing that, if you're fine with it, I think really is something that boosted me up a bit. Like I said, I've been cutting my own hair for a long time, so it was just something that I was probably going to do anyway, but I added the curtain bangs just to have a little bit of a change, something to be excited about. You probably won't be able to leave the house until it grows out anyway, or even coloring your hair at home if that's something you're comfortable with. If you aren't comfortable coloring your hair at home, but you do feel like your blonde that you dye is a little bit brassy, or you just want like a little bit of a change or a refresher, the Kristin S glosses are awesome for that. They're about $14, I want to say, Target.com. They have a bunch of different colors. I will link both of those videos below if you want to see my experience with those. But they're very simple. They're temporary, about 3 to 4 weeks, but they really help add some more life, shine to your hair, and help with your color, whether you have natural hair color or you have dyed hair. Along with that, any kind of self-care, and self-care is such a huge like general term, but for me, that means something like skincare, doing a face mask, a peel. So I do a regular skincare routine every day, but when I feel like I need a little extra something, whether it's my skin that needs it or I just need it, I will use a face mask or under eye patches or something like that, just to kind of give my skin a boost. But it can also feel really nice for you. Something I've mentioned in the past is guasha. I hope I'm saying that right? But that's something for me that feels really relaxing. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the favorites before. I have a jade guasha tool. They have a bunch of different ones online, but I just oil up my face with my favorite oil, which is black seed oil, and you kind of hold your skin and just kind of scrape. It's like a skin scraping technique. It doesn't hurt at all, but it's almost like a massage for your face, and you can use it on your neck, your chest, and it's something that I really enjoy. For some people that might be a jade roller, or even like giving yourself a facial massage. It just kind of gets the blood flowing, helps with inflammation, helps healing, and it just feels good. So those are some things that I personally do that kind of make me just feel a little bit less like I'm in a rut. DIY projects are something that really gets me motivated, makes me feel good, like I accomplished something, even something small. You know what I did is I ordered photos to be printed out through Walmart, and I ordered frames and I framed them. I reorganized my bookshelf back here, the bottom and the top. This is one of the pictures I had gotten printed out. It's super cute. I really like it. And just adding like those kinds of things, I feel like for me, it really just makes me feel like there's a little bit more of a refresher in my room, and that's where I spend most of my time, so I really enjoy that. Things like that can make you feel a little bit more excited about your space. You could even paint. My mom and I painted the bookshelves and the trim of our basement, so that was something really nice to do. I'm also thinking about, I have a desk and a nightstand that came with my bedroom set from like childhood, like young childhood, and it has like floral stuff on it, and I was thinking maybe I'll paint it white and change the handles and the knobs and kind of spruce it up a bit. That's something personally I like to do, those kinds of things. That's something that would take up a good amount of time, kind of keep your focus on something productive rather than being kind of constantly worried or looking at the news. Another thing that's so cheesy and like dumb, but make a to-do list. I've made to-do lists constantly throughout my life, and when I feel like I'm not getting enough done, that really helps me. When I feel like I know I have lots of things to do, but like they're not vital, like I have to do them right now, I feel kind of like I should be getting more done. I know I have things to do, so make a list. And when you cross those things off, I know you've probably heard people say this before, but when you cross things off a list, it really does feel good. So I've been making lists, whether that means to call a pharmacy or vacuum or hang something or put a new battery in something, like simple things like that. Just adding it to a list makes you feel like you've accomplished something, even if you have no extra things to do during the day. Write down feeding your pets or making your bed and like cross it off when you do it, because those things in themselves are accomplishments. Being able to cross something off a list, even if it's something you do normally do every day, will help you kind of feel like you're getting more done than you think you are. And don't take for granted those small things. I feel like that's something important to note. Like, small things like showering and washing your hair, that's a thing. That's like something to kind of feel good about. That's something that you shouldn't just think like, oh, this is normal behavior, like, but this isn't a normal time. Remind yourself that doing those normal things is an accomplishment in and of itself. You know, making your bed and washing your hair and doing your skincare routine, it can take a lot of energy just to do things like that right now. So I don't know if all these things are going to help you out, but for me they do. For me, these are things that I feel make me look back at the end of the day and think, wow, I actually got a lot done today. Like, good for me, pat on the back. Do what you need to do to stay motivated if you want to stay motivated. And I know this video was kind of all over the place. I want to do kind of more like structured steps, but that's not really my style. You don't have to feel like you're missing out or like you're not doing enough, because you are. Just by staying home, you're doing a lot. Thank you for staying home, and just by getting these questions makes me know that a lot of you are staying home, which I'm very happy about. My mom is a nurse who works with COVID-19 patients every day she goes to work, and we always get very scared every night that she goes, and she is exhausted, and it's not an easy job, and I thank her so much, and all the other frontline workers, whether you're a healthcare worker or a mail carrier or a grocery store clerk like my brother is. No matter what you're doing right now, if you're working, thank you. And I don't like being so deep, but I felt like it was a little bit necessary. So like I said, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will see you next time.